Have you ever woken up in the morning, rubbed your eyes, and wondered why everything looks a little dimmer than it used to? Maybe the words in your favorite book seem blurrier. Maybe headlights at night feel sharper, harsher, almost painful. Or maybe, like so many people over 60, you've caught yourself thinking, am I slowly losing my vision? If that thought has crossed your mind, I want you to know something important. You're not alone, and you're not imagining it. What's happening isn't simply old age. It's the quiet result of years of tiny changes. Less circulation reaching your retina, fewer antioxidants protecting your eyes, and slow, invisible inflammation that steals clarity one evening at a time. But here's the truth that most people never hear. Your eyes are not beyond repair. In fact, they are one of the few parts of your body that can still heal and rebuild, especially at night while you sleep, if you give them the right nutrients and support. And the best part? You don't need fancy eye drops or expensive supplements. The answer could already be sitting in your kitchen. Small, simple foods that nature designed to nourish and restore your vision from the inside out. In today's video, we'll explore 4 powerful nuts that help your eyes repair while you rest, easing dryness, sharpening focus, and protecting your sight from the daily wear of aging. Each one supports a different part of your eyes, from the retina that lets you see detail, to the nerves that send signals to your brain, to the collagen that keeps your eyes hydrated and clear. So before you turn off the lights tonight, stay with me for the next few minutes. Because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to give your eyes what they've been asking for all along, the chance to heal naturally, even as you sleep. Nut number 1, walnuts, the bridge between your brain and your eyes. If your eyes are the windows to your world, then your brain is the one looking through them. And between the two lies a delicate bridge, your optic nerve, a bundle of over 1 million fibers that carries every color, every word, every face you see straight into your mind. But after 60, that bridge begins to weaken. Circulation slows, healthy fats decline, and the communication between eye and brain, what doctors call visual processing, starts to lag. That's when you notice the signs. Lights feel too bright, small print seems harder to focus on, and your eyes tire faster than before. This is where walnuts quietly step in as one of nature's greatest protectors. For decades, people thought walnuts were only good for lowering cholesterol or protecting the heart. But modern research has shown something far more remarkable. They can also help restore communication between your brain and your eyes. How? Walnuts are one of the richest plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids, especially a type called alpha-linolenic acid, ALA. ALA is a healthy fat that your body uses to build flexible cell membranes and maintain blood flow to the retina and optic nerve. Think of it like oiling the gears of a delicate machine. It keeps everything moving smoothly and efficiently. As we age, our blood vessels become stiffer, and our cells absorb nutrients less effectively. That means even if you're eating well, your eyes may not be getting enough of what they need to stay sharp. Omega-3s in walnuts help reverse that. They increase circulation to the retina, protect nerve fibers from oxidative stress, and reduce inflammation that quietly damages vision over time. In other words, they help reconnect the wires between your eyes and your brain. But the benefits don't stop there. Walnuts are also rich in vitamin E, polyphenols, and magnesium, nutrients that support brain clarity, calm inflammation, and reduce the mental fog that so many seniors feel when vision begins to fade. Because clearer vision isn't just about the eyes, it's about the mind behind them. I remember one of my patients, June, a 72-year-old retired art teacher. She had spent her entire life painting beautiful landscapes, until one day she told me, "Dr. Porter, the colors just don't look alive anymore." Her eyes felt tired, and her mind, she said, felt fuzzy. We didn't do anything drastic. No new glasses, no medications. We simply added 2 walnuts to her evening routine, along with a few small adjustments to her hydration and bedtime habits. 3 weeks later, she walked back into my office with a smile I'll never forget, and a painting in her hands. It was a vase of sunflowers full of warmth and light. She said, "My eyes woke up. I can see the golds and greens again." That's not magic. That's biology working in harmony again. When eaten regularly, walnuts help nourish both ends of the vision chain, your retina and your brain. They help your body restore that quiet rhythm of communication that gets dulled with age. Even a small handful a day, around 1 ounce or 7 halves, is enough to make a difference. Choose raw or lightly toasted walnuts and eat them in the evening about 30-60 minutes before bed. That's when your body naturally enters its repair cycle, and those omega-3s can go to work restoring the tissues that connect sight and thought. So the next time you crack open a walnut, remember, you're not just feeding your heart. You're nourishing your mind. You're strengthening the bridge between your eyes and your brain, one simple, powerful act at a time. Because sometimes healing your vision isn't about seeing more clearly. It's about helping your world come back into focus, inside and out. Nut number 2. Pistachios, the bodyguards of your retina. If walnuts fuel the connection between your brain and your eyes, then pistachios act as your eye's personal bodyguards, standing on constant watch over your retina, shielding it from the invisible light that slowly wears it down. The retina is one of the most delicate tissues in your entire body. It's where light turns into sight, a thin, paper-like layer filled with millions of tiny cells that send every image you see to your brain. But here's the challenge. It's under attack every single day. Blue light from phones, TVs, tablets, and even indoor lighting can damage these sensitive cells over time. You may not feel it happening, but the signs slowly appear. Difficulty adjusting to brightness, dim vision at night, or that cloudy glare when looking at screens or headlights. That's where pistachios come in. Pistachios are packed with 2 rare compounds your eyes absolutely love, lutein and zeaxanthin. These are plant pigments known as carotenoids, and they act like natural sunglasses inside your eyes. Once absorbed, they settle into the macula, the central part of your retina responsible for sharp, detailed vision, and filter out harmful blue light before it can reach and damage the cells. But here's the beautiful part. Your body can't make lutein or zeaxanthin on its own. You must get them from food. And pistachios are among the very few nuts that naturally contain both, along with the healthy fats that help your body absorb them efficiently. It's a perfect combination. Protection and delivery, wrapped in one tiny green shell. Beyond that, pistachios also carry vitamin E and polyphenols, which reduce oxidative stress and inflammation in the retina. In simple terms, they help your eyes recover from daily light exposure, much like how rest restores your muscles after a long walk. I once worked with Mr. Harold Thompson, a 69-year-old retired mail carrier who told me something that struck my heart. "Doc," he said, "the world feels dimmer. It's like there's a gray filter over everything I see." He'd stopped driving at night because the glare from headlights made him nervous. Instead of rushing him into treatments, we started with small, consistent changes. A handful of pistachios before bed, more leafy greens at lunch, and less screen time after sunset. 2 months later, he came back smiling. He said, "You know what's funny? I drove home from dinner last night. No glare, no strain. I even saw the stars clearly for the first time in years." That's the quiet power of protecting your retina from the inside out. If you've ever wondered why the world seems a little duller or lights feel harsher at night, it's not just your imagination. It's your eyes asking for protection, not from glasses or drops, but from nutrients that rebuild your natural defenses. To give your eyes that protection, try eating 5 to 7 unsalted pistachios about an hour before bed. They don't just satisfy a craving, they feed the very cells that help you see clearly. You can pair them with a bit of plain yogurt or a slice of kiwi to improve absorption and hydration. Think of pistachios as your gentle night guards, small but vigilant, quietly working while you sleep to reduce glare, sharpen contrast, and preserve the light in your world. Because even as the years go by, you deserve to see the world in all its color, comfort, and clarity. Nut number 3. Brazil nuts, the anti-inflammatory shield for tired eyes. Have you ever felt that burning, gritty sensation in your eyes? The one that makes it hard to focus even after a good night's sleep? Or maybe you've noticed your eyes look red and tired by afternoon, even if you've barely been on your phone. For many people over 60, these aren't just signs of fatigue. They're signals that inflammation has quietly taken hold inside the eyes. You see, the eyes are full of tiny blood vessels and delicate tissues that need constant nourishment and calm. When chronic low-grade inflammation sets in, something common with age, poor circulation, or nutrient depletion, these tissues become irritated and dry. The result? Blurry vision, discomfort, and that constant need to rub your eyes just to wake them up. That's where the humble Brazil nut comes in, one of nature's most underrated yet powerful tools for eye restoration. Unlike most nuts, Brazil nuts aren't prized for their fats or proteins, but for something far rarer, selenium, a trace mineral that acts as a master antioxidant and inflammation fighter throughout your body, especially in your eyes. Selenium helps your body produce glutathione, one of the most important molecules for cellular repair. Think of glutathione as your body's cleanup crew. It sweeps away the unstable particles, free radicals, that cause oxidative damage to your eye tissues. This process helps soothe irritation, protect the retina from light-induced stress, and even reduce the progression of early cataracts. But that's not all. Selenium also helps reactivate vitamin E, another nutrient essential for maintaining the moisture and structure of your eyes. In other words, it doesn't just fight inflammation, it helps your other antioxidants keep working longer and harder. This teamwork is what keeps your eyes feeling calm and refreshed, rather than dry and overworked. I once met Eleanor, a 75-year-old retired teacher who came to me complaining that her eyes always felt sandy. She carried artificial tears everywhere, one in her purse, one in her car, one by her bedside. But no matter how many drops she used, the relief never lasted. When we ran her nutrient tests, her selenium levels were surprisingly low, something I see often in older adults. So I gave her a simple plan: add 1 Brazil nut to her nightly routine. Not a handful, just one. A month later, Eleanor smiled and said something I'll never forget. "My eyes finally feel quiet again." It wasn't magic, it was balance. By replenishing that missing mineral, she helped her body switch from constant irritation to natural repair. That's the beauty of Brazil nuts. A little truly goes a long way. In fact, just one nut provides more than your daily selenium needs. Eating too many can actually lead to excess, so moderation is key. Enjoy 1 single Brazil nut a day, ideally in the evening before bed when your body begins its nightly healing cycle. Pair it with a few pistachios or walnuts for extra synergy. The omega-3s and carotenoids from those nuts enhance selenium's anti-inflammatory effects, making your eyes feel more hydrated and rested by morning. Remember, your eyes aren't just windows to your soul, they're mirrors of your body's internal calm. When inflammation fades, your eyes can finally rest, repair, and rediscover their natural clarity. So tonight, instead of reaching for another drop of artificial tears, reach for something simpler: a single Brazil nut. Because sometimes healing begins not with more effort, but with the right kind of nourishment. Nut number 4, hazelnuts, the moisture keeper that preserves collagen and clarity. By the time we reach our 60s or 70s, one of the most common phrases I hear from patients is, "My eyes feel dry all the time, like there's sand in them." That constant dryness isn't just annoying, it can blur your vision, cause irritation, and make reading or watching TV feel exhausting. But dryness is only the surface symptom. Deep inside your eyes, something more important is happening: the slow loss of collagen and moisture balance, the very foundation that keeps your eyes clear, flexible, and comfortable. Collagen is the invisible structure that supports your cornea, lens, and the tiny blood vessels that keep them nourished. When collagen breaks down, whether from aging, oxidative stress, or nutrient loss, your eyes lose some of their shape, elasticity, and ability to stay hydrated. That's why they may feel tight or tired, and why vision sometimes blurs after long periods of reading or screen time. So how do we protect this fragile foundation? The answer is simpler and tastier than most people realize: hazelnuts. Hazelnuts are packed with vitamin E, one of the most powerful fat-soluble antioxidants for the eyes. Unlike water-based nutrients that flush out quickly, vitamin E works deep in the fatty layers of your eye membranes, where it guards against oxidative stress and moisture loss. In essence, it forms a natural barrier, locking hydration in and damage out. This vitamin also plays a critical role in protecting collagen. It prevents the breakdown of connective tissues that support your cornea and lens, helping your eyes retain their natural firmness and smooth focus. That's why vitamin E deficiency often shows up first as dryness, irritation, or slower focusing when moving between light and dark environments. But hazelnuts don't just provide vitamin E. They also contain omega-9 fatty acids, magnesium, and small amounts of zinc, all key nutrients that support tissue repair and tear film stability. Together, they help the eyes stay hydrated through the night, even in dry environments or air-conditioned rooms. Let me share a story that still warms my heart. I once worked with Margaret, a 70-year-old retired piano teacher who told me, "Doctor, I'm embarrassed. My eyes water all the time. People think I'm crying." But the truth was, her eyes were chronically dry. They were producing tears that evaporated too quickly, trying desperately to restore moisture that her tissues could no longer hold. We made one simple adjustment, a small handful of hazelnuts each evening before bed, about 5 to 7 nuts, paired with a warm cup of chamomile tea. 3 weeks later, she came back glowing. "It's the first time in years I can look people in the eyes without tearing up," she said. That's the quiet power of nourishment over quick fixes. Her eyes didn't need more eye drops. They needed protection from the inside out. If you'd like to try this yourself, choose raw or dry roasted hazelnuts, not the sugary or salted kind. Eat them about an hour before bed. Their healthy fats help your body absorb vitamin E more efficiently during your natural nighttime repair cycle. You can even combine them with a spoon of soaked chia seeds or a few slices of banana for extra hydration. Within a few weeks, many people notice that their eyes feel calmer, less red, and more comfortable in the morning. The difference isn't just what you see, it's what you feel. That soft, quiet ease that comes when your eyes are finally getting the care they've been missing. Hazelnuts remind us of a simple truth. Healing doesn't always require something new. Sometimes it just means restoring what time has slowly taken away. By protecting your collagen, preserving moisture, and calming oxidative stress, these small nuts help your eyes stay youthful, nourished, and at peace, even in a world full of glare and screens. Because clear vision isn't only about how well you see, it's about how comfortably you live, with eyes that feel as calm, hydrated, and vibrant as the person behind them. The evening ritual, a 5-minute bedtime routine to restore clarity while you sleep. By now you've learned how 4 humble nuts, walnuts, pistachios, Brazil nuts, and hazelnuts, each hold a different key to protecting your eyes. But here's the part most people overlook. It's not just what you eat, it's when you eat it. Your eyes do most of their repair work at night. While you sleep, your body enters a state called restoration mode. Cells regenerate, inflammation calms, and damaged tissues quietly rebuild. But if your body doesn't have the right nutrients available during those hours, nothing truly heals, no matter how long you rest. That's why I often tell my patients, healing begins before you close your eyes. So here's a simple, science-backed ritual. A calm 5-minute practice you can start tonight. It requires no supplements, no fancy recipes, and no effort beyond gentle intention. Step 1. Set the scene 1 hour before bed. Turn off bright lights, lower the volume of your TV or phone, and give your body the signal that night has begun. This helps your natural melatonin, your body's sleep hormone, rise gently. You might even brew a small cup of chamomile or lemon balm tea. Both relax your nervous system and enhance absorption of the healthy fats you're about to eat. Step 2. Prepare your healing bowl. In a small dish, combine 2 walnuts to nourish your optic nerve and brain-eye connection, a handful, 5 to 7 of pistachios to protect your retina from blue light damage, 1 Brazil nut to calm inflammation and restore your antioxidant shield, a few hazelnuts, 4 or 6, to lock in moisture and protect collagen. No salt, no sugar, no roasting in oil. Just natural whole nuts, the way nature intended. You don't need much. In fact, a small portion is more powerful than a large one because your body absorbs nutrients best when it's calm and not overloaded. Step 3. Eat slowly with intention. Find a quiet spot and no screens, no distractions. As you eat, take slow breaths and notice the textures, the subtle sweetness of walnuts, the smoothness of hazelnuts. This may sound simple, but mindfulness actually improves digestion and nutrient absorption. You're not just feeding your body, you're signaling it to heal. Step 4. Hydrate gently. After finishing your bowl, sip warm herbal tea or a small glass of water with a squeeze of lemon. This helps transport nutrients through your bloodstream and keeps your eyes hydrated through the night. Step 5. Rest and restore. Once you lie down, let your body take over. The omega-3s from walnuts begin improving blood flow to your retina. The lutein and zeaxanthin from pistachios filter harmful light residues. The selenium from your Brazil nut reduces inflammation and reactivates vitamin E. And that vitamin E, together with the healthy fats from hazelnuts, locks in moisture to protect collagen and calm irritation. It's a quiet orchestra, nutrients working together while you rest, restoring clarity from within. This isn't just a bedtime snack, it's a ritual of care. Each night you do this, you're telling your body, it's time to rest, it's time to heal. Consistency matters far more than perfection. Even if you can't do it every night, aim for most nights. Because healing isn't about sudden change. It's about gentle, steady nourishment that builds over time. And when you wake up one morning realizing your eyes no longer sting, your vision feels clearer, and reading the morning paper feels easy again, you'll know your effort was worth it. Small acts, quiet care, deep healing, all beginning with just one small bowl and a few mindful minutes before bed. Final conclusion. Before you turn off the lights tonight, I want you to pause for just a moment and remember this. Your eyes, no matter your age, are still alive, still listening, and still capable of healing. They've carried you through a lifetime of beauty, the faces you've loved, the sunsets you've admired, the pages you've turned with quiet joy. They've worked hard for you every single day. Now they're simply asking for a little care in return. Healing doesn't always come from doctors' offices or new prescriptions. Sometimes it begins in the calm of your own kitchen, with something as simple as a small handful of nuts, a cup of warm tea, and a few peaceful minutes before bed. That's not just food, that's self-respect. That's your body's way of saying, thank you for giving me what I've needed all along. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, if your eyes feel just a bit calmer, a bit clearer, smile. Because that's your body whispering back, I'm healing. Remember, your age doesn't define your vision. Your past habits don't decide your future clarity. It's never too late to start caring differently, not harder, just smarter and more gently. If this message spoke to you today, help us spread it. Share your experience below. Tell us if you've noticed changes in your eyes, or which of these nuts you'll start adding tonight. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to begin their own healing journey. And if you'd like to keep learning how to strengthen your body, mind, and spirit naturally after 60, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. We share new insights every week, all grounded in science, delivered with compassion and designed just for you. Thank you for spending this time with us here at Natural Health 60 Plus. We're honored to walk this path with you, one peaceful evening, one mindful bite, one act of healing at a time. Sleep well tonight. Your body knows what to do.